I'm going to do this one last. Let's do this one next. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for watching out there. Well, I appreciate everyone watching. I hope you hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business and helps our channel out. And if you're so inclined, subscribe to the channel. Hey Dale, how you doing this morning? It is freaking cold here. It was 37 this morning when I walked with the dogs. I heard Miami's got record cold this morning, so I assume it's pretty chilly there in Central Florida. Well, that's not too bad. Rebecca, where are you at? Yeah, I've got a bunch to sharpen today. Thought I'd get started early. I've been up since 4:30, so. Got a bunch of paring knives to do next. This machine is a AMK 76. It's made by amktactical.com. Provoker is because I want to keep the edge angle to each knife perfect. I'm not in a hurry. Dale, do you have a farmer's market today? Four people watching out there and only 5 thumbs up. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. $220, $221, whatever it takes. Love that movie. A lot of different ways to sharpen, and everybody's got their way of doing it. If I was sharpening at a farmer's market, I would go through the knives and not worry so much about the edge angle. But here in my shop, I'm in no hurry, so I like to have a consistent edge angle. That's just me. Like Dale does it different than I do. Everybody has got their way of doing it. I know you were kicking ass, man. I was happy for you, brother. James, you just want to buy a little machine to sharpen your own knives? Is that what you're asking? If you just want to do your own knives and sharpen stuff around the house, I would tell you to buy the the Work Sharp Kin Onion MK2 with grinding attachment. That's what I would recommend. I think that's a great little machine. I think it's a great little machine, man. It's a little pricey, but you can get it pretty cheap on sale on Amazon. Yeah, sometimes I do that. I did that the other day at the farmer's market. I was freehanding everything because I was so busy. And that's okay. Kid Cassidy, if you want to see the process, I've got tons of videos explaining my process. I don't have time to do it this morning here live stream. Hey Frank, what's going on, buddy? That's unbelievable. You guys can have that. It was 37 here in Texas, and that's too cold. I don't see how you live in that cold in Canada. I couldn't take it. Yeah, what's that? What's snow? Dale, it's the white stuff that we always see in Christmas movies. Well, it was 37 this morning, and then tomorrow afternoon it's supposed to be in the high 80s here. I probably should freehand these little tiny paring knives. Like I said, I'm not in a big hurry. I'm waiting on somebody to show up to drop off this morning. This person's not going to come get these till this afternoon. I don't know. I don't know why it stays. It doesn't absorb much dirt, does it? That's that newest one I bought from Cliff Curry. Pivot on the sharpening handle. You talking about this? It's just basically a bar is what it is. Now, are you putting any compound on yours? I'm just doing mine dry. I have no compound on it whatsoever. I just use it for removing the burr. I do like the material better than the ones from my AMK 75. That's weird. Sadly, I've got the heater on in my garage. I don't know if you can hear that on top. I got the dust collection system running and the gas heater behind me on. I'm so cold-natured, it's ridiculous. The heart medications I take for my arrhythmia drops my blood pressure and my heart rate so low. I'm so cold all the time. Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know why it's that way. Frank, I use a diamond wheel. I have a couple of different diamond tools. In fact, I did a video yesterday. I haven't produced it yet. I used Cliff Curry's diamond wheel on a slow-moving buck tool bench grinder, and then I also have some. Frank, I use this also. This is part of my serrated knife setup. I have multiple bits like this. A lot of times I'll do them by hand. Yesterday I did some small serrated knives. Let's freehand this one. Yeah, I have the 1/2 inch one. So you got the 1 inch wheel. I have a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch. I don't really use the 1/4 inch very much. I'm gonna have to turn that heater off. It's getting very warm in here. Well, I appreciate the 235 people watching out there. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. We're doing some kitchen knives for a client this morning. Here's another one I'm going to do freehand also. Also got some scissors to do. This is a single bevel knife. Really low edge Japanese knife to do. I'm going to do that last of this batch. Flip that burr up. This is a single bevel knife. Exactly, Frank. It's sharp now. We got one last knife in this batch, and then we're going to do some scissors. We got to get out to twice as sharp. Appreciate everybody watching me, keeping me company. Thought I'd turn the camera on this morning to say hi to everybody. Appreciate all you guys that always pop on and support my channel. It is very much appreciated. Hey Eddie, what's going on, buddy? Alright, I'm going to have to go turn that heater off. It is warm in here now. I'm going to do this one at 16 degrees aside. We're going to start off 16. I'm going to do a scratch test on it. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Well, Zoe, thanks for watching from Europe. That's 16 degrees right there. Hey, what's going on, buddy? So I'm going to do a little marker on it and and see what the angle is. I think it's 16 degrees per side, but I'm not positive. So let's do a little scratch test. Y'all see that? I guessed right. That's 16 degrees. Yeah, I like those big markers. You got a nick in that blade right there. I don't want to heat, this is a very thin knife. I don't want to heat up the blade. Exactly. Everything's bigger in Texas, including our ego. All right, about got it out. There's still just a little tiny bit. Last pass on the 120. All right, we got a really nice burr. I'm going to take that burr off before we go to the next level here. I want to make sure I got that nick out, and I did. They're just too brittle. I know they cut well when they're sharp, but I would never recommend one of those knives for most people. They're just too fragile. Yeah, exactly right. So I will go to the leather strop on this knife. It's a thin enough blade that I'm not worried about the bite of it. Hey, that's a good motto right there. I like that. You nick them, we fix them. So after this knife, I'm going to move the camera, and then we're going to do some scissors. We got to get out the old twice as sharp here. Like I said, I am going to strop this one. I normally don't strop kitchen knives. I will if they're Japanese. That's correct, I do have one. That's a good call on your part. I have a foot pedal. Hey, Jim. Did you get notification today? All right, that's good. Man, that is freaking sharp. All right, we're going to switch the camera. No, Eddie, I didn't. You can see it's still running fast. I ordered a brand new motor. I'm tired of dealing with AMK. Sadly, AMK's got an excuse every time I talk to him. And so, you know, I'm going to move around him completely. And I went straight to the manufacturer of these machines. And we're going to try that. There's my dog. So we're going to do some scissors, so I'm going to move the camera, so y'all hang on here. We're going to bring out the old twice as sharp. No, that's true. We'll turn the dust collector off. So these have been sharpened before, and look, they've been sharpened on a belt sander. They got a convex edge on them, or a concave edge. So we got to fix that. Let's see how they cut first. So trifold, that's 6 layers, 12 layers of paper towel. Let's just kind of test it. Not cutting bad. It may be a little crisp. Take care, Dale. Just run it. Just run your camera when you're at the farmer's market, and you'll pick up some subscribers. Jim, this is a 240. I had this one made by Continental Diamond Tools. I had it made before Wolf was offering a diamond wheel for the twice as sharp. I don't know how many years ago it was, but they didn't have, when I originally wanted a diamond wheel, Wolf Industries did not have one. Now they do. Now tighten up my wheels. This is going to be an oddball edge. It's got multiple angles on it. It's not consistent across the blade. See how the tip looks. That looks about right. So we're going to straighten this out. So right there, we got a flat spot. Almost there. They got somebody at my front door. That looks perfect. We're good. Beautiful. J Mart, this ain't my first rodeo. Hang on, there's something at the door. It's the neighbor. I've been doing it about 10 years as a business. But I'm an old Boy Scout. Sharpened a lot of things over the years. Learned to get the right equipment. There's always something to learn. So both of these blades had a flat spot all in the same area. Somebody used a belt sander, and that's where that pressure moving along a belt causes basically a wave in the blade. And there we got it. We got the wave out. We got a nice consistent bevel. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. I got one more pair of scissors to do. And I got somebody else coming by later today to drop off. And I'm caught up for now. Just got to push that burr. And I like to use a little piece of wood to get the burr off on sewing scissors or kitchen shears. Looks good. Awesome. Clean them up with a little alcohol. Any residual burr. Where's my towel? All right, let's try them again. So they weren't cutting bad to begin with. Oh, but now they're just like, there's just no resistance whatsoever. So the customer will be happy. All right, we've got another pair to do. These are just a cheap pair, but they're worn. I mean, you can see, I bet these don't cut at all. Well, not bad. But there's considerable amount of wear on that edge right there. I can, excuse me, I can see it. So I think we can get them to cut them much better. Now you can use a belt sharpener to sharpen these, any of these scissors, and they'll still cut. But there's a difference in the feel in having that edge straight. And the sewing ladies can tell. You know, on a kitchen shear, shear like this, nobody's going to be able to tell cutting a piece of chicken or cutting some herbs. I'm just a hair off here. You have to be very steady with the belt. But I'll be honest, I've done a lot of them on belts before I bought the twice as sharp. All right, I think we got the edge right. I can see that inside edge, the damage on the inside. And I'm off on my angle. I'm gonna have to reset. I think my clamp moved. $275 people watching out there. Do me a favor if you just joined in. We're sharpening some scissors. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. All right, I think I got the angle right. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 passes. I got a pretty good feel for it. There we go. Nope, we missed. Just a little bit. There we go. I can see that inside line now. I got a burr here, but I can see right in here it's not crisp. One more pass. There we go. I still don't have it. I still see an edge. I'm putting virtually no pressure on the wheel. Now my line's clean. Awesome. It didn't look like these had been sharpened before. But yeah, I've got a really clean edge on that now. It looks wonderful. These are just cheap scissors. He could have replaced what I'm charging him for these. He could have bought a new pair. He could have bought 2 new pair. I told him. He said, no, he liked these scissors and he wanted them sharp. So, okay. Alcatraz, I say that all the time. We've become a throwaway society. Just buy new stuff, throw that in the landfill. I hate that. Awesome. I look forward to watching some of your live streams from the farmers markets. If you can set it up. I still got just a little edge right there. I got a burr here, but right there in that middle it's thin. That looks good. That looks real good. All right, let's hone it and let's test them. Push that burr away from me. Yeah, sadly it does. You know, I just tell them, I just say, look, you can buy a new pair. I'm charging you $10 a pair to sharpen your scissors. You can buy a new pair cheaper. But I'll have people say, no, I really like those. See, those are cutting much better now. So that's done. You know, it's not in the landfill. Hey, Reedley, what's going on? Dale, share your YouTube channel spot. And Jim, make sure you share yours too. You guys check out Home Spark Knife Sharpening and then Dale's Sharpening. We were locked up. Somebody was leaving a message on my phone, and it locks everything up. I'm gonna leave the twice as sharp out. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the other. Well, everybody dropped off. There's only 19 people on now, but oh well. Hey guys, y'all have a great day. Stay warm out there. You're welcome, Dale. I hope you get some subscribers out of it now. And when you do a live stream, I'll check it out and harass you a little bit. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Somebody left a message. Now they're texting me, so let's find out what they want.